Hi, it's Nikki. I just wanted to show you this little junk journal I've made. I distressed some paper slightly, and what I did was I made it a bit sort of raggedy and then put another piece of paper underneath to give it sort of an oldie worldy feel. It's a picture of Tower Bridge, and I've just used some Union Jack banner across the front, and then with those old vintage letter tiles I've just put journal there, just to put something on the cover. The back is a different paper, which I've distressed around the edges as well, to give it sort of that antique old feel about it. Inside I've used a little picture here of the Queen, and I've made that a little pocket and put a little tiny tag in it. This was a Victorian image from the front of an old book actually, and I really liked it, so I thought I would use that. This book's going to somebody in America, so I've sort of picked sort of Londony things. There's another image of Tower Bridge, and I've put here from a very old dictionary the definition of travel and traveller, and just a little die cut there. And then I've used the usual things that I put in my journals. This is an image, I think it's Edwardian, Victorian image from a book about London, and it comes on this beautiful brown paper, and then on the back of that there's room to write some notes. Here's the iconic Keep Calm and Carry On poster from, that we didn't use in World War II, which has been so popular, so I put that in. This is a card from a game, and it was about money, but it was pre-decimalisation, so that's old money, 11D. It's a piece of writing paper I had when I was, I think I was probably about 12, which I really like. It's got some beautiful red squirrels on there, so I've put a piece of that in. This was a very old book, I Spy, that we used to have. This one's actually from the 50s, where you had to when you spied something, you wrote down when you saw it, and this one's about British butterflies, so I've put a nice page from that in, with some beautiful butterflies in. An index card, and I've just used one of those little banners there as the tab on it. This is a vintage flash card that says let on the other side. It's just a journaling spot, and this is a image from the same old book. This is a picture of London, I think it must have been the 20s, maybe 30s, Charing Cross anyway. And then on the back is Trafalgar Square. I've put one of those images there, and I've left it loose, and just put a paper clip with some washi tape on it. And this is some washi tape I bought recently that's got the London Underground on, which I really like. Some Monopoly monies, a little envelope, and I've stuck on a little image, a Victorian image, and inside I've made a little journaling spot with that's got some London images on the back there. Just pops in there nicely. That's a piece of paper from the Paper Mania Happy Days. There's a picture here of Buckingham Palace, and on the inside this is the great staircase inside the palace. There's a bit here about fanfares and trumpets and things, and bingo card, page from a Beatrix Potter book, which is very English. This is an old envelope, and I think this was posted in 1943. So that is quite old, and it says Bank of England on it. And I just put a few bits and pieces in there. Page from an old diary, Alice in Wonderland page. Just a nice image of a butterfly, and I've put a little tiny envelope on it there as a little card with William Shakespeare on. There's an old image of one of the train stations. Now I think that might be, is it Charing Cross? Not sure now. And then on the back here it talks about the tube in London. Pictures here of some English owls. And here's one of my bridge scoring cards, and I folded it up and written London on it, and there's a couple more little tags in there. This is what for those people not in England, this is what a train ticket looks like in England at the moment. So I put an old one of those in. Some more images from that book about London. That's about a picture of Catford. There's another one of a different part of London. Dulwich, I think that is. Here's some information about Regent's Park and Hampstead Heath, and some place there to write some notes. This is from the 50s. It's a playing card for a nightclub in London called Churchill's. So I put one of those in. So, these were issued by the Royal Horticultural Society. Beautiful set of postcards. So I've put one of those in. Some writing paper. In here I've put just a little envelope I've made, and I've put just a little journaling spot in there. And I picked this. This is from a Disney dictionary, but it's about rain, which is obviously very English. This is from a journal, and it's got a little picture of a British pig on it. There's a map, part of a map here, a very old map actually. So I put a page of that in. From an English Monopoly, Fenchurch Street Station. A paper bag here, and I've put on it just an image from Alice in Wonderland, and inside I've put some old invoice paper, so she can write on that, and just some flowers that I really liked. This is a picture here of Trafalgar Square, and then on the back there I've just put an index card. It's about page from a book about birds, journaling page. This is a book where you collected the cards. I think it was out of tea, all about British sailing ships. So I put that in. Little picture of a bird there with in a nest. A picture here from a nostalgia set, Birmingham in 1951. From an English nursery rhyme book. Put that in, about some British stamps. And this was off a map from the late 60s, I think it was, and shows the country, so I put that in too. Here's some of the washi tape there with the London Underground on, which I really like. So I've put a big piece of that on there for her. And I've already showed you the back cover. So I'm going to get that in the post today. Please feel free to ask any questions. Thank you. Bye bye.